Ladies and gentlemen, hit subscribe to this channel right now. Jimmy Kimmel helped create a world where you're going to lose your job if you say something absolutely offensive. He not only stated something offensive and despicable, but he deliberately lied about the assailant or the suspect who murdered Charlie Kirk. Deliberately, because it was purely political from his political side. An effort to not only take the life of Charlie Kirk, but silence his voice by somebody who was on the left, far left, likely would have voted Democrat had he not been apprehended. And this is CNN, ABC, Yanks, Jimmy Kimmel Show. After remarks. What were the remarks? Check this out.
Smell his beard from here. Nasty. And this is a new low. Last night, Jimmy Kimmel implied the suspected killer of Charlie Kirk was MAGA.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
Anything other than one of them? This is all of these propagandists. And the thing is, it's like, I have a viewpoint on my channel. You could read my writing at hagoodman.com. I've always had a specific viewpoint, okay? And I don't claim to be a comedian or a late night talk show host that is speaking on behalf of the welfare of the entire United States of America, okay? Jimmy Kimmel has never addressed the fact that he every single night, not only routinely, he has given his soul, his life to the Democratic Party, spreading falsehoods all the time. All the time. This is just one example. Lying by omission, making categorically false statements. This was not only a lie by omission, it was a categorically false statement. Every single piece of evidence points to Tyler Robinson. He literally stated that he, in the text message revealed today or yesterday, that he was tired of Charlie Kirk's hate. Hate is a euphemism for political opposition. Political opposition to the Democratic Party. Value system, liberal ideology, left-leaning ideals. When Democrats say, or people say that Charlie Kirk spread hate, he spread ideas that countered the Democratic Party or liberal ideology or progressive or leftist thinking. Hate is a euphemism for anything that Democrats oppose, or any opposition, I should say, to Democrats. That's called hate. And it's like, you know, it's just really unbelievable. Let's continue here. The political side, the Democratic Party benefited from 10 years of the most apoplectic, hysterical media coverage on Trump, and Jimmy Kimmel was at the forefront. Wonderful, morally superior liberal Democrats woke up to MSNBC and The View, and they read CNN and the New York Times, the Atlantic, and Vanity Fair and Rolling Stone every day, and the Washington Post, and they went to bed at night with Jimmy Kimmel and Seth Meyers and Stephen Colbert and John Oliver, and it was an entire, then they had the trust and safety team at Twitter. They created a world where you could be banned off social media for ruffling up the feathers of morally superior liberal Democrats or saying things that were deemed inappropriate. The thought police, we had a thought police up until Elon Musk purchased Twitter and up until President Trump's second term. The thought police were wonderful, morally superior liberal Democrats who went to bed at night listening to Jimmy Kimmel and woke up to CNN and MSNBC and read the same headline over and over again. Trump, a despot, fascist, tyrant. And they truly believed all of this up until this day. And you see people rejoicing in the most despicable manner, Charlie Kirk's death. But what happened was Charlie Kirk was eloquent, gave rational, logical arguments. If you take snippets of his arguments, some of the snippets or some of the excerpts can be viewed as, boorish or offensive, but you're taking a snippet out of context. That's another way to disparage Charlie Kirk. You take a tiny moment within a larger conversation that Kirk had the patience and courage to engage in, and then you spin that one little excerpt of Charlie Kirk, whether it's on a video or in print, and then you say, well, he, in a roundabout way, deserved his demise. He didn't deserve. These are the same people, by the way, who oppose capital punishment, but they're now rejoicing because Charlie Kirk, his life was taken. It's unbelievable. And the Democratic Party should give Jimmy Kimmel like some kind of medal. Every single night, he devoted his life to opposing Trump, demonizing Trump supporters. And it's like Arsenio Hall, Johnny Carson, David Letterman, all these people, they never did any of this. America used to just relax and go to bed with Johnny Carson at night, and it was just great. If he made a joke here and there, he went, it was both Republicans and Democrats. America didn't care, wasn't obsessed with politics in the manner it is now. And the reason Hollywood and the music industry and people like Jimmy Kimmel went after Trump is because they knew they were losing power. And they knew 10 years ago, which is why they put the pedal to the metal and they tried every single propaganda technique, doublespeak, Orwellian, euphemisms they used. And it didn't work. It didn't work. And now Kimmel is out. CNN, ABC. Okay, so Disney's ABC, Jimmy Kimmel Late Night Show talk show off the air indefinitely amid controversy over his recent comments because they knew that the Kirk family, would likely sue. Almost certainly, or others. Turning Points USA. I mean, you can listen to this again. It's unbelievable, the lie. It's like they can't look into the mirror. It's like Medusa. The modern day Democratic Party is like Medusa looking into the mirror. They'll turn into stone if they really see the.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
Anything other than one of them? Does Jimmy Kimmel think that that Tyler Robinson voted Trump because he wanted to stop endless wars or lower taxes or enforce immigration laws? How much of an imbecile do you have to be to make the statement on national television that Tyler Robinson, the assassin of Charlie Kirk, a man who made a life of speaking and dialogue on college campuses, that Tyler Robinson would be anything other than one of the Make America Great Again movement or Trump supporters? This is how delusional. If Jimmy Kimmel had to acknowledge that Charlie Kirk's shooter was on the same political side as almost all of the people that he works with in Hollywood, and the entire Democratic Party and the music industry and all of that, if he had to acknowledge that Charlie Kirk's shooter was on the left, a progressive or liberal Democrat, or voted, had those ideals, he would look into the mirror and it would be the political equivalent of turning to stone. He couldn't possibly face the truth.
The guy who used to watch women bounce on trampolines, Greg, has turned into a laughable political pundit. What did you make of Jimmy Kimmel's comments?
Well, he didn't imply it. He said it. I might have to watch Kimmel tonight to see what he has to say about this, because if he doesn't address what he did, he's done. I mean, this is a great case study, though, of.
He was afraid of a lawsuit because George Stephanopoulos and ABC News had to pay millions. Trump won another lawsuit. After that, they can't lie with impunity anymore. There are now legal repercussions to defamation and to what Jimmy Kimmel just did. Hit subscribe. He can still be sued. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Huge Huge development